Hello everyone, this is Rahul from OPUS. Here we are going to draw landing on moon in 4 steps. So first let's draw the spaceship or the launching pads and the launching assistance of that rocket, and this after that we can draw that spaceship which is attached to those launching assistants which mainly extinguishes to launch this spaceship into the space. So this looks a little different from that launching assistance. So to draw this you need to understand the structure of that entire setup of launching pads, and also the how the spaceship looks and what are its structure mainly aerodynamically. So after that we can add the base on which it is resting, and then the supporting structure in which the other workers tries to reach that uh, launching assistance and the spaceship in itself. So basically you have to remember that entire structure, how it looks, and give a rough uh, outline or rough indication of that launching setup. So here I'm trying to just bring out that spaceship in front by giving certain extra strokes which would help distinguish it from the rest of the elements in this sketch. So in storyboards you can just give uh, with outlines, and next here we will try to draw uh, two astronauts who would be ready to launch the spaceship, or who are just residing inside the spaceship, and they are ready for takeoff with their seat belts on. And you have to draw their costume, or not a costume but their suit, that the space suit that they might be wearing, and you have to draw it accordingly so that it looks like that they are wearing a space suit. And that exact setup and that exact look and feel of that uh, suit has to be brought out. So we'll draw the back seat, which looks like the seat of a spaceship as they are sitting in front of that uh, glass look view. And then there is this another person who is the fellow astronaut with that. So both of them are ready for takeoff. So this also communicates the story in itself. Like first we have shown the spaceship, and then we are showing the internal of the spaceship. So sequentially it denotes that these person are inside that structure. So that is what is expected from you, like how you structure the entire visuals one by one so that it gives a story. So that is what these uh, storyboards are mainly, and that is how it shall be drawn. And we are adding a little bit of strokes here and there, and then this some markers which is apt for a space suit. Then we will go to the next step of the story, and here we will show that same spaceship, but it is like going above the sky, and its small size denotes that it has taken off, and we will add the smoke which shows that it has taken off the ground. So those are also how you represent one story one frame after the another, and how you vary their sizes, and also their position in the frame, which gives that in like which gives that feel, or communicates that something has happened in between these steps. So that is very crucial in this solving this kind of questions. Then here we will draw that same spaceship, but it has landed on the moon base. Okay, so we will draw it in large size as in compared to the relative sizes of the astronaut. So I'm going to draw the door here, like it has opened, and will give that indication of what are the graphics that has been present in this. And now let's draw the astronauts. Okay, but as see here, I'm going to draw that astronaut in a very small size, and that gives that relative proportion of the astronaut and the spaceship, which shows the gigantic size of that spaceship, and it has landed on a surface. So these things you have to keep in mind while solving questions like this. Okay, and because it's mostly a storytelling in the form of 4-step drawing, so all these things matter when you try to tell a story. So this is what is expected from you. All right, and now I will add some rough texture to the moon's surface, and this might also uh, add certain depth to that drawing and help us communicate what we are trying to draw. Then we'll give an indication of the earth and draw a little landmass over here, which shows that this is, once we draw that, it shows that it is on the moon base, and will darken the entire sky, because that is how it is, that is how the view is from the moon's surface. Unless you show the differentiation of a dark sky and a well lit sky, nobody will understand that somebody has this picture is of the from the moon surface. So that differentiation has to be present. So let's darken this one out, and along with that, earth's uh, like earth's other side, like earth being on the space, being seen from the space. Okay, so that is what it differentiates from the moon surface, and all of you will understand that this spaceship has reached the moon. So we'll darken the other side, like the of the earth, so it will show that there is a planetary body on the space, and that is how you depict. And all these are important, crucial, because that is what that is how a story is communicated. So all these things are expected from you, so that you are actually not drawing, you are trying to tell a story, and whatever is required to make it look believable, you have to do that. I just added the shade, and see a white landmass against a black sky is also like a telling visually that that was the moon surface. And let's add some clouds on here, and this is show that the spaceship was on Earth and later it landed on moon. So that is how you in 4 step you communicate the entire story, and this is how these kind of questions are solved. So I hope you understood. Keep practicing like this. Thank you.